I started like researching, the different methods that you could do for building and stuff. And and then I came, but there's all sorts of different ones, but sort of narrowed it down to SIP, structure insulated panels.
Why?
From my point of view, it was so like I was just looking for something that was faster because doing like property development. So I started with land, obviously. I mean, you'd subdivide land, put in all the roads and stuff, you'd sell bare sections. And then, but if you look at that in terms of like cost, you go and buy a house and land package, the section might be, for argument's sake, 300K. And then you go and build, 200 square meter house on that, all in 3.5 grand a square, 4 grand a square meter. So that's like 800K, right? And so the land is only 300, the house is 800. And so when you're doing development, you're lending the money to do it. But construction funding is like really expensive. Like a mortgage at the moment is like 4.99. But like construction lending at the moment is sort of in the order of, somewhere between 10 and 12, which is actually cheap at the moment.
Okay.
So when I did my first one, I was paying 16%.
Wow.
Yeah, so 16%, and I can't remember what the interest rate was at the time. It might have been maybe like 7% or something like that. And so if you're looking at that, if you're going to go out and develop the land and then build a house on it, the biggest cost component is the house. And because you're paying interest and such a high rate of interest, you want to shorten down that period of time that you're borrowing that money. So you can shorten that by making the civil component faster, getting that done fast. But, looking at that, there's no real step changes that you can do. There's nothing like game changing. You just follow it. You got earthworks, then you do your drainage, and look, there's things that you can do that'll make it faster and stuff. But ultimately, there's no massive step change. And then, but when you look at housing, we've just done the way we've done it right here in NZ for however long. But when you start looking around at older, more established Europe, America, etc., like they've obviously evolved with theirs. And then, so I was looking around at different stuff. I mean, the modular stuff was interesting because, again, like I could see automatically that it was going to be faster than just the standard, build on site method. And then from there, I looked at all the different stuff, and then I kept landing at SIP because it was faster because it's modular. But then on top of that, it had all the thermal benefits. So thermal performance was a lot higher. So I was like, okay, well, it's faster, which is good. But then it's got this other benefit. So, and then so I just went down that track, and then that's how I ended up with SIP.